Hello and welcome to Busted Speakers. This is Alex, and joining me is a friend of mine, a great friend of mine who has appeared on the show once on our review of Hndrxx by Future, Eddie.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Yep, well, this is actually the first recorded episode since Kush has sadly not really left the show, but he has a summer job going that has made him pretty much unavailable to contribute. But I've decided to somewhat continue the channel I've got some mates like Eddie who'll help me out now and then, but obviously it won't be as many uploads as before, but I'll do my best. So today we're returning an old idea of the show that we did on the discussion before, the Genre Generator Challenge, which, as I was telling Eddie earlier, it's basically the site that randomly generates genre ideas, and then we'll just talk about them. Yes, it's a bit of a, not much planning needed type video, but, well, we don't have anything better to do, so, yeah.
It's a Saturday night, could be going out, but instead we're doing this.
I did go out on Thursday, though, but that's not really relevant.
Did you? Should we talk about that instead?
Yeah, let's do that for a few minutes. Glasgow. I went out there.
I do know that place. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Well, some listeners, I don't know why they'd be listening to this point, might not know Scottish cities as much, but yeah, I had a nice time with mates. It was really it just came out of nowhere, and it was nice. I don't see my mates too often from school, so it was a nice time.
Where did you go?
I offered to pay for us all to go to Nando's. Since it was so off the cuff, I actually didn't have any ID with me, so we couldn't go to too many bars. But yes, we went to a bar.
I thought that's why you don't shave.
Yeah, I do look older when I don't shave. Like at Nando's, I did order drinks for my friends and they didn't question it, but I think I'm still at that stage where you can't tell if someone will question my age or not.
Well, it's that under 25 malarkey, you see, Alex.
Oh yeah, but you know that from your work, eh?
Yeah, great fun. Not having loads of people coming in trying to buy scratch cards and stuff where they're clearly from college, and I can't actually sell them because I have to look under 25, but you have to apparently do the same thing even with paracetamol and ibuprofen and pharmaceutical items, but you have to be 12 for that. That's ridiculous. You shouldn't be double the age and more just to buy something. Do you know many 12-year-olds that overdose on medications and stuff? I don't.
Can't say I have, mate. Can't say I have. Yeah, so let's get into some of these genres, I guess. We don't really talk about personal lives too much on this show, but yeah, that's a little insight into us. A right treat.
Okay, so when I click on the page, I thought it was going to be a thing where it was going to be start and then it would load something, but it just immediately loaded something as soon as I clicked on it.
Yeah.
So we're getting right into here. So this first one is called post-dub.
Okay, well, dub is like a reggae offshoot originally, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's basically kind of editing reggae stuff to make it a bit more. How would you describe it?
Well,
a bit more darker, would you say? Or just a bit more experimental with beats. So bands is we're talking Specials and Madness here, or is that more
Well, is that not more ska, I think?
Yeah, probably.
I think dub's when a DJ gets involved with the instrumentation.
So is this like Lee Scratch Perry and stuff?
Yeah, that sort of
right.
thing, and then...
So is this basically with DJ Screw, experimenting with already existing hip-hop songs? Is this basically that version, only with reggae instead?
Yeah, I guess. We actually got a genre when we were testing this out that was jungle reggae or something. It was Bob Marley going at it. But this post-dub, I'm pretty sure it probably does exist already in some form, but can't say for sure. I've not tried any of that out.
Maybe it's just when like people are sending away their experimentations with reggae music that already exists. Maybe they send like the burnt CDs through the post, and that's why it's called post dub.
Oh,
so it's just dub music that's been sent through the post.
Oh yeah, that's a right mid-90s to like mid-2000s pre-internet type thing, eh? Yeah. Cassettes and all that.
So the next one.
Yep, next one
is anti-proto-glowflamengo.
What?
So let's just go through this individually word by word. So anti means that everything else that I'm about to say here is the direct opposite of it.
Yeah, but I've never understood anti, because anti is like anti-folk, but it still pretty much sounds like folk if you listen to early Beck's apparently anti-folk and like Annie DeFranco. I think it goes against the norms of the genre, but essentially it doesn't truly make sense to me. I think it must be in the lyrics.
Well, this makes even less sense because the next word's proto, which is all about trying to be on the cusp of trying something new. So if it's the anti of that, then that means it's just sounding the same. So anti-proto is just an oxymoron, and basically that shouldn't even be there.
Yeah.
So basically we're just looking at glow, which I don't know, flamenco, so I'm guessing it's just flamenco music where they've been dipped in fluorescent lighting. I think that's
is that like glow without the W?
Yeah, that's
like
right.
Day glow.
Yeah.
Man, I've never heard the word glow used in any context for a music genre before.
So what does it mean out of context?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's like a brand name for like day glow, something glowing. But I'm not too sure there, mate.
So I was right.
That whole genre does not exist, does not make sense. It's probably just if some hipsters or some pretentious people tried to make some flamenco music sound cooler than it is.
So it's just talking shit.
Yes, it is.
Okey-dokey.
Well, this is just randomly generated genres. I mean, there's no
this
thought
sounds
put
like
into
more.
this.
This sounds like more my kind of thing. Chicago 8-bit funk.
Oh yeah, that sounds right up my alley.
Now, I've always wanted to go to Chicago. Illinois sounds like a very nice place to be in, and I've heard that they are definitely the pioneers when it comes to 8-bit funk. So if I was going to have any 8-bit funk, I'm glad it came from Chicago.
Oh yeah. Isn't like Chicago House, that's kind of where house originally came from, so this would probably sound like a side genre to that, probably.
I don't know, but I certainly think that it might be also where 8-bit funk originated from.
Is that like Anamanaguchi? Are they sort of... I know they're like 8-bit chiptune.
Yeah, only with more funky guitars.
Oh, and fans of the show will know that anything funk, I'm all for.
Hell yeah. Next one. Extreme mod gaze jazz step.
Oh. When we did this before, we actually got some really cool genre ideas. Some that probably already existed, but right now...
Since I'm on the show, it's just talking shit a bit like me.
Yeah. So what was it again?
Extreme mod gaze. So is that mod?
Only
more shoegazy. That would be a bit interesting, I suppose. Imagine the jam with more reverb. Jazz step. So does that mean in jazzy, dancey jazz?
Or jazz dubstep.
Nice.
We all want this.
So it's going to sound slow and dreamy, but you can also dance to it. So is it right? Let's just.
But it's
make
also
it a bit
extreme as well.
Well, it sounds extreme anyways, without even saying extreme. Have you ever heard of anything that's like dream pop, but also dance pop? Does that exist?
I would not say so. I mean, Beach House. When I heard their band name, I thought there'd be some house aspect to them for some reason. I know beach houses, they are a type of house that exists around the beachfront, but yeah, that's the closest that could ever exist to this. I mean, dream pop and dance, they don't really exist together. There's probably no blurred lines where they do exist. Maybe there should be, but it doesn't seem like there should be, though, because dream pop, it relaxes me, it chills me out, it sedates the brain, sort of, relaxes me. And dance music obviously makes me want to get up and move, so I think they don't work together.
Next song. Right, okay. Cool disco rock.
Yeah, this does exist.
I mean, I don't like the idea of it being called cool. I mean, it's my opinion if it's cool or not.
Yes, and Eddie's opinion on stuff being cool is quite important.
But disco rock, I don't know what that entails. It's just...
Yeah.
Is it just normal rock bands, but they occasionally thrust the hips and do a bit of a dance? And is that basically
or maybe it's like Emotional Rescue by the Rolling Stones, where they just is a rock band doing a disco song.
And someone watches them and goes, that's cool. There you are.
Yeah, the whole judge is like, yeah, that's pretty cool, guys. That's cool. Yeah. Oh no, that's not cool.
So then they would make uncool disco rock.
Yeah.
Damn. Right. Well, to make this next one the last one?
Yeah. I mean, this is a decent idea, but it really does depend on what we get. Like, that last one was not the best to conjure up our imaginations.
Okay, well this one doesn't have a lot to talk about either, because the first word's silent, so no matter what it's going to say, it's just going to be silent.
Yeah.
Paleo new swing jazz. It's really obsessed with jazz, this genre.
I know, I think the creators of this definitely had some bias. Well, swing music and jazz are basically very interlaced together anyway. I mean, big band jazz, pretty much the same thing, so you can just stick that together right away.
And the new part?
Is it NU, as in like
yeah,
new?
Yeah.
Well, new jazz does exist already, like Flying Lotus, some of his stuff. I'm pretty sure it's tagged as new jazz.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically a Flying Lotus album on mute.
Yeah. What does paleo mean? P-A-L-E-O.
Oh yeah, well, paleo diet, but what does that mean in music?
Paleo
Some of these
diet.
words should not be in this generator.
Well, I think my favourite one out of all of these is definitely this one, because it's just not listening to any of it, because if it's shit, at least I don't know it's shit, because it's not playing.
Yeah. Well, this was a great installment of Busted Speakers discussion. If you actually have any like discussion ideas, do post them down there, because if we're doing this, we're clearly running out of ideas, and yeah. It's anything interesting to talk about, I'd be up for it.
We'd be really good at some relationship advice.
Oh yeah, definitely. Get Uncle Alex to help you out. I would give that a go, I really would. Try
And
help
Auntie
someone.
Eddie.
Auntie Eddie, yeah. He'd put up the ante.
Okay then, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out our other videos. I'm saying our, even though I was only on the one.
Well, yeah, but
And
I'll link the one
subscribe
you're on.
And check us out on our social media links.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
care.
Bye.